Antonio, and I'm an incoming junior at Homestead High School. My project was an obstacle avoiding robot. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. All right, so this is it. So my robot is a car-like robot, has a chassis with 4 motors for the wheels, and it also has an ultrasonic sensor, which is used to sense obstacles and used to avoid obstacles. I chose this project because it moves, and making a robotic contraption that has physical movement really interests me. So the modification that that Jesse was talking about was a robotic arm, as you can see here. It's actually Bluetooth controlled, so I have an app on my phone that I can control it with. Um, yeah, I initially thought that this wasn't feasible. I wouldn't be able to do it, but I actually ended up doing it, and I'm very happy about that. Then let me switch over to different video. So another modification I made was Bluetooth control for starting and stopping the robot. So if I just connect my phone to Bluetooth and then press on, then it goes. And as you can see, it avoids obstacles. And then when I press off, it stops. So one challenge I faced when making this project was programming the robot to alternate the direction it turned each time. As you saw in the video, when it got to the first obstacle, it turned right, and then when it got to the second obstacle, it turned left, rather than just turning the same direction each time. And programming that was more challenging than I anticipated. I'm gonna go back to this other video. So this is a video of me controlling the robotic arm, and I'll just talk while it goes. So another challenge I had was assembling the robotic arm. It's a rather large build, and just making it was kind of a project in itself. And then one more challenge I faced was programming the Bluetooth control for the car and the robotic arm in one program file, because initially they were in 2 different files and I had to combine it. And then when I did that, I ran into some bugs, so I had to fix that. So one lesson I learned from making this project is that taking small steps at a time is a good thing. Initially, when I started, I just got the motors to work, and then tested the ultrasonic sensor to make sure that worked, and then after that, put everything together, rather than trying to put everything together first and then having a large chance that something's not going to work. My favorite aspect of this project was working with the Arduino. For example, I really liked programming the ultrasonic sensor. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Yes. Are you able to control your robot with your remote control, or do you have to have obstacles in the way to get it to turn? Can you make it?
Yeah,
can you make it turn with your remote control?
No, it does not have that capability. I wanted to make it so that it would just avoid obstacles on its own, so I wouldn't have to do anything.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
I had one more question. So we earlier in the session, we discussed trying to send signals to the position-based signals to your car, instead of just having a fully Roomba autonomous feature, just have a mission-based. So what was your plan for that if you were able to get some sort of mission control to send coordinates to your car?
Oh yeah, so that was one thing I maybe wanted to add or incorporate into my project. Basically, I wanted the robot to have some sort of position, some place that it would go to, say 10 or 20 feet away or something. And then if there was an obstacle in its way, it would go to the obstacle, turn, and then once it passed the obstacle, turn back, so it would get to the set destination. And I guess one way that I could do that is to have some sort of coordinate system where you could send to the robot what coordinate its coordinates, and then based on that, the robot could make its decisions of when to turn back and stuff.